Imagine this, the Galaxy S26 Ultra sneaks up on us like that friend who always shows up fashionably late, and suddenly, you're left wondering how you ever live without it. The leaks are rolling in, and while Samsung isn't throwing out the rulebook, they're fine-tuning every page to deliver a sleeker, smarter, and downright beastly flagship. Let's unpack what's going on under the hood, shall we? First up, the chip. Samsung's playing a clever two-chip game this time around. Rumor has it the S26 Ultra will flex Qualcomm's new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2, built on TSMC's stellar 3nm process. No more Exynos drama for a flagship launch. That means buttery performance, cool thermals, and battery life that actually lasts past your morning commute. Meanwhile, Samsung Foundry is quietly gearing up to produce the very same chip on its 2nm node later next year, proof they're serious about beefing up their own silicon for future foldables. Now performance claims are looking juicy. Early whispers say there's a 30% jump in CPU speed and a GPU cache boost from 12 to 16 megabytes. Translation, frame rate mastery in your favorite mobile games, lightning-fast multitasking, and no more dreaded stutters when you juggle a dozen Chrome tabs. And get this, Samsung's cooking up a made-for-Galaxy variant fine-tuned for even tighter heat control and a little extra pep in real-world tests. Throw in a possible 16 GB RAM option and support for LPDDR6, and you got a spec sheet that reads like a sci-fi dream. Design-wise, don't brace yourself for a shock. Samsung's sticking to the winning formula. Picture the S25 Ultra's rounded titanium frame, 4-lens camera array, and that near edge-to-edge display. But they're swapping in next-gen Gorilla Glass armor up front, more scratch resistance, a hair lighter weight, and maybe a few extra flex points so that nearly 7-inch screen stays intact mid-drop. Everything else remains top tier. IP68 water and dust resistance, refined buttons, and that premium heft we've come to love. So yeah, the S26 Ultra looks almost identical until you crack it open. Samsung's dialing up efficiency tweaks everywhere you look. A new display driver to trim back energy hogs, tighter software hardware integration with One UI 8.5, and AI-powered background management that quietly kills rogue apps before they drain your battery. Which brings us to timing. Qualcomm is expected to unveil the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 around September, and Samsung will likely steal the spotlight with the S26 Ultra launch in January. Mark your calendars. This will be one of the first handsets to rock that fresh silicon. Let's be real. If you're still on an S22 Ultra or earlier, this is your obvious upgrade. But even S25 Ultra owners might pause and think, do I really need this? The answer hinges on how that CPU leap and expanded RAM translate into daily wins. Fewer reloads when you switch apps, smoother photo editing, and a gaming marathon that won't melt your pocket. That's the quiet power move Samsung is making, no flashy redesign, just real improvements where they count. So what do you think? Are you hyped for Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 speed or more curious about Samsung's homegrown 2nm ambitions for next year's models? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay charged and stay curious.